Okay. Headset on. Very unprofessional this morning. Welcome back to another live. And to all the people out there, how's the audio? Actually, I'll turn that down. I'll turn that back down. How's the audio? Is that a bit crisper? I got that up too high. What number am I? Number 2. Turn number 2 down a bit. Oh, I sound. Number 2. Okay. Looking good. All right, thanks, mate. Appreciate you saying the good. And welcome back to another live. Let me find my YouTube now. I am working night shifts, apparently, and I have to sleep, apparently. And I wasn't real sure whether I was going to be awake, but I'm here now, so it is all good. And I've got a friend going to the airport today. He might need me to fix up. Hey, Des, good to see you and welcome in. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. Apparently, sleep's a thing that you're supposed to do. Oh, look out. This, let me tell you, it is cool and crisp today. It is currently around. Let me see what the computer tells me. Actually, where are we? Come on. I've already done that. Let me try something first before I might have to adjust that camera. That's sitting on the windowsill out the front, and it's a bit of a slope. So let's hope it doesn't fall to the rock garden underneath. But let me just try something here. Okay. Go into there. Oh, my audio works. Okay. Turn the audio down. Yep, we're running. We are running. Yep. Oh, I'm out of whack. I'm out of practice. Where is live chat? On here it is, way down here. Let's pop that out. Live chat. Oh man, I'm so far out of whack. Participants, Devil Dog and Peaceful Dares. Man, I'm popular. All right, let me go again to where was I going? Oh man, over here, participants. Turn that off. Go to there. There's Charlie saying hello. He's barking. Pop out the chat. Okay. Now we're cooking. Come over to here. I thought I fixed this, so let me go have a look. Let's have a look, see if it pumps out your. And it looks like I didn't fix it. Let me have another look. What am I doing wrong? Why isn't that working? Yeah, well, anyway, at least you're getting a nice view of the lovely crisp air. It's pointing to the sky a bit too much. But, oh, well, a couple more popped in. Welcome in, guys. This is Radio Jonesy live on a Sunday morning, Saturday night, wherever you are around the world watching. You're okay, Des? It's all good. Someone called my phone. I'm just hearing the message now. That's why it vibrated and tilted back. Okay. Okay, well, how do I fix this problem? How do I fix this problem? Okay, on the phone with the Moose with his brand new name change. We'll just leave that there for now. We'll just leave that there for now, hey, and I'll come back to that later. Welcome in, everybody. It is that time of the day. That's a bit better. Doesn't look as bad. I'll go back and fix that. All right. Now I'm going back over to here for a sec to check something out. I'll just do that. Come over to here and click this. I'm just doing a few little tests. I've had a few changes happen. And let's see what happens here. Okay, it's working. Excuse me for being a bit slow this morning, but yep, no, that's working. Okay, let's go back over. Yeah, I should. Normally I would have done most of this before, and I've just come out of my nice warm bed. It is 3 degrees Celsius. Oh, it is 1 degree Celsius according to the computer. And boy, my fingers. I got one hand in my pocket, and one hand on the mouse. It is a little bit cool here. Still chasing watch hours to get to 4,000. I did click over to 3,000 this last couple of days. The Moose Barbecue and Outdoors Adventures. What a handle that is. Yep, I did say the Moose had a new brand. Look at that. Look at that picture. Look at his the Moose Barbecue. And look at that Moose having a great time. This is saying woohoo. Woohoo. Hey, Jonesy. Yeah, I clicked over 3,000 this week. Slowly getting watch hours. I am coming to the situation where I keep saying it, but it's a bit where my 4,000, my video that got 23,000 views is coming around, and I can't get another video to. So good work to miss. Avoid at all costs. Yeah, thanks, Des. Just this will be channel number 2. That's that gets there, but I'm just going to go back into the settings of this one. See something. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day here in Tasmania. Clear skies means winter coolness. It looks warmer than on that picture. It looks warmer than it actually is. It is. It's winter, so what can you say? You expect it every time this time of the year to be cool and crisp. And as I'm here clicking buttons, here's a 3-way conversation going over here between Demoose, who's on the phone with Eddie. Yeah, look at this. There's an American phone call going on while they're watching the international live from Tasmania. It's good to have friends. All right, where are we? Going back to my little problems I have here. Click this. Now I'll switch this one. And thanks for sticking by and sticking around. I'll get to some entertaining facts and information very soon. Okay, here we are. Okay, so that's all set. All right, I'm done there. I've done my little mission I needed to do. I'll go back to there. Now I've got one more issue to fix. It'll be this one over here. Okay. Here we go. Hit that one. Okay. Now this is the tricky bit. Here we go. Okay. All right. Go back to over here. Go back to over here. All right, thanks, guys. I'm just trying out Nightbot, to be honest with you. I thought I fixed it. So typing in radio should drop links. Let me have a look. It's not gonna. Okie dokie. All right, I'll give up on that now. I thought I had that done. Things I do. Let me go back to here and I'll do this. Copy. Yep. Oh, look at that. Here's my wonderful Minnesota supporter. I'm on my way home from the garden. Cooked my dad some meals. Nice work. My little challenging channel. And we're in a race between Shawnee Groves and Radio Jonesy to get to 4,000 watch hours. And I got big news on that, Shawnee. So when you're home and you're tuned in, I want to tell you some of the exciting facts. They're very exciting. Yes, be careful, Shawnee. And thanks for popping in, but worry about the road. And it's always a great day in Tasmania. Now look at that. Back to the temperature. It says 1 degree Celsius. Partly sunny. Now, how does the weather app honestly say partly sunny? And what's in the poor old Bobby Simpson passed away this week, the old Australian cricketer, Australian captain. The Wallabies too overnight. The rugby union team, Australia, went to South Africa. They haven't beat the South Africans in South Africa for a long time, and for about 60 odd years apparently. And last night they smashed them. Okay, the computer says 1. The app is saying 2. Saying 2 degrees Celsius on the app. No, the computer now has jumped up to 2. It's probably saying, "Hey, he's looked at the app. We better change." At 9 a.m. it says we'll get to 3. At 10 a.m. it says we'll get to 6. At 11 a.m. we'll get to 8. And in the peak of the day, at 1 p.m., it says we'll crack double figures. So that's the weather here today. Clear sky and sunshine. I've got a friend driving to the airport today. He's flying to Europe for a month. Usually we fly down to the furthest airport and get a sort of relatively big plane across to the mainland. Well, he's let me turn that off. How am I going out there? Am I clear? Is it working well? Is what I can see on my picture here is that it's very robotic. Is it my Wi-Fi, which is normally the case? All right, now that's right. I'll turn that off. Maybe that was. No, there's no clouds here, Des. Not yet, anyway. It is Tasmania. You're supposed to come back in 10 minutes and check it out. But yeah, no, it's that's an Australian thing. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I got to. I got to stop saying that. I got to the 3,000 watch hours, and I was very excited, and I thought, well, this is the first step for this channel, Radio Jonesy, or at Radio J Talk is the handle. Yeah, and we went on that little journey, and we clicked a few buttons, and sure enough, it's it's join the channel. I don't see how super chats and that thing works on my computer here. It doesn't say it's working. But am I wrong? Can somebody say that it is there available? Because I don't want anyone to donate or anything like stupid like that, because it's going to be a long time till this channel gets ad revenue, which will really turn the money over big time. Like my other main channel, where I'm being a huge celebrity on tour with Radio Jonesy. Don't forget to check that channel out. And on that channel is it's moving and grooving along fairly nicely. So yeah, I am. We've had a conversation the other day about doing the 24-hour live to get that final push of watch hours, because I am in a tight race to get to the 4,000 before I lose my 1,500. So that's going to be a big setback if I lose the 1,500. So I want to try to get to the 4,000 before that appears. And apparently, I don't really feel like doing 24-hour lives, because I remember I've had those memories of Des and Al Chafe and Eddie and Beltloop. Remember Beltloop's 24-hour live when he was that delirious? He was dancing around, and Mrs. Beltloop come walking through the door, and he was doing a dance, and she's going, "What the heck is going on?" Who can remember that? Surely Des and that is here. Look who's walked in the building. I'm pretty slack looking at chat. Let me, I'll move this one to the other screen. And I'll move, yeah. Because I'm multi-talented, I've got two monitors. One monitor works part-time, a bit like me. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Peter, big news. Got to 3,000. Now I'm up to chasing the 4,000, my friend. And let me go back and see what Peter's saying. Hello to Jonesy. Hello to Des. Hello to Shawnee. Des is saying hello to Peter. Let me just see what happens there. Yeah, it covers up that, doesn't it? Demoose is saying, Peter's saying hello to Demoose. Demoose might have stepped out. He might be there. Des is saying he's laughing, and Eddie, and I was sent to bed with 30 minutes left on Al's live. Yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious, man. I've been talking to Al on the videos. He's sort of keeping to himself, so I'm not too sure what's happening. But he's doing his videos again. Yeah, good on you. Thanks, Peter. That's only step one, mate. I wasn't going to click that button, but I thought if I don't click it, I was going to wait to 4,000. But if I didn't click it at 3,000 and I lose the 1,500, I'll be backwards again. So I'm not too sure how that works. So we're just sort of trying to sprint to the 4,000 mark before that video comes around. Yeah, thanks for the info, Des. That's all good. Is he trying to set up his channel? Trying to do, being the new brand, he's obviously got some videos on some content, or he's got something that he needs to do. And being Demus, who is an absolute fantastic supporter to everyone's channel, we're all here to support him when he starts the merry-go-round. Yep, it is a wonderful well, let's talk about community in YouTube. It's funny, like the different groups that I'm involved with. There's the original community, like I call it the Devil Dog Belt Loop community, the one that sort of, where I sort of evolved into. And then there's the I knew it must have been something technical. He has some videos uploaded to the computer. He's trying to figure out how to bring it to the channel. That that's a rookie. That should be easy to fix. And Eddie should be able to help you with that. Yep. We all start as apprentices, and he'll probably become a superstar, Des. It's usually the way it works. And with the community, like the cruising community, I go to these lives a couple of times a week with the cruising crowd. And it's fabulous to go in there and we chat and we talk and we do all this stuff. But I'm not really in the community there enough for them to come over to here. So because I'm not doing cruising content, and the other guys are doing mainly lives, and then they go on their cruises and film a few videos. It is that sort of crowd. Hey, welcome in. Where are we? This is Molly. Welcome in, Molly. The Pest Hunter's best catch, and that is probably 100% correct. 1,000% correct. That's a great handle. And good to see you. Yeah, I was just saying it is a community that you sort of grow and you sort of build, and it's sort of. And look who we have here, Mr. Planet Jonesy 6713. Good morning, mate. Just got up. You're a couple of hours behind us, aren't you? So is it like around 6 a.m. over there, or 6:30? Is that the time in Bali? Look at his avatar or his channel logo. He's on the beach with his daughter. Absolutely fabulous. Let me go back to here for a sec. Where are we? The dashboard, is it? What am I doing? Commands. Okay, let me hit this button. Okay, new command. Response. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I thought, because I think I've got my Nightbot connected to my other channel on tour with Radio Jonesy. So Nightbot needs to be completely reworked, and I'm not a Nightbot sort of a person. And here we go. It's Old Man King saying hello to Molly. Andy, the Odd Collective. G'day, g'day. How you going? And let me go into settings here for a sec. Setting visual effects. Nope, that's not what I want. Layouts. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Visual effects. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing here. General. Escape. Yep. Don't go to. Oh, Arthur's getting off the phone inside the house. So, okay, well, I'm just going to have to leave that setting alone, and I'll just stick with what I got because I don't know any better. I'm way too far out of the 6:45. Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, I started 15 minutes late. Yep. Yeah, 2 hours. You're 2 hours behind us. So, welcome in from the beautiful island of Bali. How's the bike and how's the helmet? I'll probably say that every time I see you. Andy saying hi to Des. Molly saying hi to Peter. Dave D. How you going, Jonesy? I'm going cool and cold. Let me see. Still 2 degrees Celsius at the moment. Clear skies. Oh, there's Troy. Troy's popped in. Good on you, Troy. Good to see you. And welcome in. Peter saying hi to it. Yeah, that's that. The windows. Usually I put it up the back, but it's having trouble the Wi-Fi's having trouble reaching it, and I think I've chewed up all my data on my phone, so that's coming off my phone. Yeah, so we stuck that on the outside of the window because usually I put it on the inside of the windows, and the view is all fogged up this morning. The condensation from the when it's like when it's cold outside and you got warm on the inside of the window, sort of without cracking a window. We try to seal up the house as much as we can, and we've found we put one of those what are they called? The heat gun or the heat monitor over the house, and yeah, where the cool air is coming in is from the floor. So once we fix that problem, we might have a nice toasty little couple of rooms upstairs. Where is that beautiful view? That is Burnie, Tasmania. We're looking down at the port. Down there, there's 2 ships. So you can see the little cranes sticking up from one of the ships down there that'll be loading up. And to the right there, you see the world famous Burnie wood chips. That's that sort of browny, sandy looking piles. And there is a container ship, which is Sunday, so it's not actually working there today. So that ship's got the date. It might go out tonight if it's loaded. I'm not too sure. There's saying hi to Troy. There's saying hi to Dave. Andy is loving that TARDIS library. Yeah, I actually filmed more of that. Go back and film it again a bit slower, yeah? And you want to go inside. All right. I will do that for you, Des. Wait for the next video on Radio Jonesy on tour with Radio Jonesy. I've got to get the names right. Even I get confused these days. Yeah, so I'm waiting for Shawnee to come back because I've gotten big news about the race we're in. On the, I got a video, Des, on. I got to even check what channel that is. Penguin Road. I think it's on tour with Radio Jonesy. I do too many channels. I get lost. I was driving down Penguin Road, which is the road that takes you through Penguin to Ulverston, and it was early in the morning. I think it's on tour with Radio Jonesy, and I just stopped outside of it, and I just filmed. Like I was basically filming the drive, the coastal views and stuff. And as I'm coming through town, that whole parking area was vacant, so I just pulled in there and showed stopped and showed the from inside the car because it was about -1 Celsius at that morning. It was cool. Okay, it is a good. There is a few about, and they're all different in their own ways. And that one's run by the Central Coast Council, which is the next council along the coastline here. You go past that ridge line, you can see there, and you drive around a bit, and then you cross into the next region, which is the Central Coast, which is sort of funny because we used to live in an area called the Central Coast before I moved here, which was it's all good. Des, I will get that video out and I'll actually tag you in it just to make sure you see it. But here we are back there. Let me see what happens when I change this to this to this. What sort of shot does this give? A very slow shot. I'm pretty sure everything works slow because it's cold. Ooh, geez. That's way too close. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, full screen. Yeah, that's no good at all. That's no good at all. That is this camera. Ooh, that's still too close. You get a full close up at 780p. Welcome back, Double Dog, and thank you. Here we go. What we got up here? Yeah, Penguin to Ulverston. That train line that hugs the coast needs to be doing tours at the very least. You're telling me, mate. I've been saying that since I've discovered it years ago. It's to be a. There is a video out there. I forget the channel's name, but it was the locomotive driver, and he filmed from Burnie to wherever they stopped. Went for about. It was zoomed. It was twice the speed of normal, but it was a beautiful view. And that's our resident tech guru. I'll need you over here shortly to help me with my Nightbot because my Nightbot on this channel isn't working. I thought I fixed it, but I didn't. I activated it, but it's only for the other channel. Mr. Double Dog. So this is what I'll do. I'll do that. I'll show the view. And then I can go back to here. And I shouldn't be even talking to everybody saying I'm going to do it like this because I do this, this, and this. And then when I come back to the split shot, that camera has changed and there is no lag. Here she is, the competition queen, the person that Shawnee Groves. We're in a race to the 4,000 mark. Big news to tell you, Shawnee. Big news. It's absolutely huge. Hey, Demis, welcome back, and you big YouTuber, you. Looking forward to seeing your content, my friend. Let me just go get my because I was sort of unorganized this morning. I will get my book of numbers, and I'll come back. Give me a sec. Enjoy the view. Yep. Okay. All right. I'll leave that. There are lots of things going on. Lots of things happening here on the Outback Tasmania homestead, which is actually Radio Jonesy, and at Talk with Radio Jonesy. We're on tour with Radio Jonesy, Tasmania Island Live, Charlie the Tasmanian Dog, and many, many more channels. Okay. Okay, let me just post that there for now. And yes. Are you ready for this, Shawnee? Enter in the chat what number you're at, because she's going very well. She's at around 3,140. Is that what you 50? Shawnee, you're around there somewhere. Good on you. I should get the squeaky toy. That usually gets them going. I got a video out, and it's got the squeaky toy in it. The video I drove around and got him his birthday present because he turned 3 the other day. Whoa, look at this. She's almost at 3,200. 3,192. Well, I was at 3,161 when I clicked the review button. Excuse me. Oh man, I just need to take a drink. Hang on. I clicked the review button that gets you money when you're at 3,000. They send you an email saying you've made it to this threshold if you want to apply for memberships and super chats at the 3,000 mark. You click this button here and start the process. Well, because I've already got a channel monetized, it was 2 buttons I had to click, 1 and 2. I clicked them, and then it come back and said, we have to manually review your channel. It could take up to a week. It could take up to 2 days, yada, 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 all that sort of stuff. Uh-oh. Hang on. Hang on. Does that mean what I think it means, Shawnee? Well, I can't even. I am that far I'm out of sync this morning. I'm telling you now. Well, let me say, Shawnee, they reviewed hang on, let me just I'm building up suspense. It is early. I'm working night shift, Shawnee. Finished it. I'm working, not for me. I'm out to about 2:00 in the 2:30 in the morning. It was freezing cold. Absolute. Fixing street lights. Like, honestly, who does that on a Saturday night and a Sunday night and a Monday night and a Tuesday night? I've got 4 nights of it. And they start at 5:30 in the afternoon and finish at 2:30 at night. Yeah, but you're a rock and roller, Shawnee. Yeah, street lights. It's really exciting stuff. A company won a contract to fix street lights. I gotta That's right over. I got to tilt this down a bit. Let me go back to there. Yeah, so my magical book of numbers. Devil Dog, wherever you are. I clicked the buttons to be. It said. Give us a couple of days and we'll get back to you. Well, a couple of days went by and they said, congratulations, you've been approved, blah, blah, blah. And I went, yeah. Hang on, Johnny. What am I doing? There you go. Shawnee Grows is the number one, the very first member of Radio Jonesy. I'll always remember that, Shawnee. You always remember your first. That's fabulous. I didn't expect any of that. I just turned it on because I was worried when I get to. And thank you, Shawnee. I didn't realize that's what you did. I got to get some better. That's the Radio Jonesy, the Radio Jonesy picture. Then you got the. You've got the koala. You've got the. Des, man. Thank you, Des. You're number two. Two girls, especially in my life. There you go. Des and Shawnee. Wow, I was planning on a big live next week, but thank you, Des. Much. That's wonderful. But let me get back to the point with this book. So the channel got monetized. I got monetized stage one, which is super chats and super stickers and members, which I was going to hold out to 4,000 and get it all done at once. But I thought, yeah, here we go. Thanks, Des. That's wonderful. Did that come up for Shawnee? The piece? I didn't see it. But thank you, Des. New member. Let's play a song. That's the best I got, Des. Welcome in member number 2 to the channel. That is the wonderful, the awesome, peaceful Des. Welcome to the family. And it is a wonderful community. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Des. Absolutely so nice of you. And yeah, we are. That's it. And I really do appreciate it. You're welcome. And you watch ours, please. Building the suspense. So Shawnee's at nearly 3,200. And when they come back around to do, I check mine at mine changes at 5 o'clock every day. I'm stretching this out, Shawnee. And at 5 o'clock, at 5:15 that day, I went to check my numbers, and I was at 3,165 or 64, whatever I was. Look at this. Old Man King. Homestead. Peter is another absolutely fabulous channel, fabulous person, and all-around good guy. That's the best I can do for a... Ooh. Charlie's going off like a frog in a sock outside. He's barking. There we go. Thanks, Peter. And mine changes like at 2 a.m. Yeah, mine. Oh, gee. And look at this. Damoose Outdoors and Adventures. Welcome in, Damoose, to the family. So you're number 4, Damoose. All members will be getting brand new stickers sent out to them, by the way. That's I've got some new stickers to roll out, and they'll be coming your way. How'd you go, Damoose? Did that parcel come? Please tell me it did. Damoose is in the club. Good on you, Damoose. Wow, look at that. There is Shawnee, Peter, Shawnee, Des, Peter, and Damoose. Anyway, oh, man. Jonesy, have you ever been to Queenstown there? I was surprised when I went there. Not bagging the place. I've been to Queenstown heaps of times. It is frigging cold. If you ever want to buy a cheap house on the island, there's the place to do it. With Queenstown is an old mining town. It has got some fabulous... I'm stretching it out, Shawnee. It's got some fabulous views and scenery and stuff to do. You're about an hour, you're 2 hours to Burnie Hospital or the Northwest Hospital. There is a hospital there, but it's a very small sort of village type setup with maybe a doctor and a couple of nurses. But and they needed that there for the mines that are working there. But the railway there, like the Wilderness Railway, and then let's get back to the housing. If you want to buy a cheap house, that's the place to go. You're sort of away from everyone. But I know people living there, and they say they wouldn't go anywhere else because it's community. It's a small town. Everyone sort of knows everyone. You're in the mountains. You get snow. You can drive down to Strawn, which is 15, 20 minutes down the road. You've got beaches at Strawn on the wild west coast. You've got quad bike trails and take your motorbikes around in through the tracks and the trails. And you can go up to Zeehan. That's another place not too far away, and it's like a museum there, railways, and that's another small town with probably cheaper houses than actual Queenstown. And it's like a mountain community up there. The only chance I would ever move there would be if I wanted to take the capital out of this property and put it in the bank and buy just a house up there. And then do a lot of traveling. That would be the thing I would... the Moose is in the club. Awesome Moose. Yes, Queenstown. It is. Yeah, mate. I'll make some inquiries. I've got to pay insurance on this stuff now. It's really doing my head in. Yeah, so you had 3,160. Yes, and they've done a manual check. What does a manual check mean? what is that person actually doing? Does that person affect your channel? Well, I'm assuming the person goes in there and looks and says, yes, this one's doing videos, they're about this subjects, and or like they're looking for things that is not compatible with the YouTube. You go back and read your email. They do a manual check. Well, that's what it said to me, and it took a. They said it could take 2 weeks. It could take 2 days, but it's depending on the rush. Well, anyway, hang on. What did this? Did I tell you I got 2 copyright strike? They weren't copyright strikes. Well, were they just? They couldn't be copyrights. Don't get 3, Shawnee. Or were they 3 copyrights and you're gone, or is it just that you've used someone else's content, or that you've used some music, or do they wear gloves when they do inspections? Yeah, so they went in for their inspection, and they come back, and my watch hours went from 3,164 it was, and it come back to they changed my watch time. It went from that, I lost 120 watch hours. It went to 3,045. How does that work? I do not know. Okay, yeah, you got to be careful on what you share. Sure, the best advice I can give any YouTuber out there: if you don't own it, don't use it, and if you do use it, be on screen with it while you use it. You can use content, but you have to be seen to be using that content in an improvement or a educational purpose. So, like, you do your educational stuff for sure. So when you do use your content, Shawnee, where are we? Do something like this. So the content's up on the big screen and you're up on the little screen. Or maybe like this. No. What else have I got here? Well, that's small. Yeah, but that, or you could swap them around, just be on screen. That's my advice. That's the advice I've been given. So I'm sharing that with my lovely community out there. So, and the other advice I was given was, if you don't own it, don't use it. Is basically, that's the golden rule. If you want to do something, you can do it your own way, but show it, but do it your own way. But when you use other people's content, you got to it's got to be seen to be. Okay, let's go back to over here. Yeah. And today, like as of yesterday, I got another 10 hours last night, and I'm at 3,055. So you're 150 in front of me, just about 140. So you've jumped back into the front with a sprint. I got held up at the gate by somebody. Blame it on Bowtie. Yeah. Bowtie's 1 year from when I started to take away. 1 year from when you started, they take away each day. Yeah, it's a 365-day cycle. Yep. But this channel hasn't been going for a year. This channel is only, I don't know, 9 months old. Or, 9 months old. So, I've got about 12 weeks to go before that big video kicks in. Or it could be, it's 9 months until that video kicks in. So I got 12 weeks to get the other 1,000 watch hours. So we were discussing the other day about when we did our 24-hour watch lives, the two 12-hour ones. And I was telling Shawnee about them and how much it was fun. It was crazy. It was good times. Then we have to ask permission. Yeah, for sure. If you would have requested to have it content removed. Yeah. Okay. Well, you be careful with your sharing, caring and sharing, Shawnee. That's what I would. Yeah. You go, girl. 100%. And I'll tell you what. If you haven't watched a Shawnee Grows live for my little community, join in because she's got her own little community. Let me tell you, she's got the gardening community. I was having this conversation before. Like, I'm floating around a gardening community, a cruising community, the devil dog fun sort of community, the music community. Like, I got a bunch of muso, but look who comes into these lives. Like, I've got a. This live probably isn't the time schedule for me, to be honest. I'm not too sure. The 12-hour live, I asked, what did you get for watch hours? Yeah. And I went through some analytics to have a look. Remember, I said it was like 500? Well, I was wrong. It was 370. That's what I got for 12 hours. Actually, for 12 hours. So we got to about 600 watch hours. But it was, 370 for 12. We had about anything from 30 to 40 people. People were coming and going. Also, like, there was peaks and troughs. There was a huge audience would come in maybe for an hour because someone finished the live somewhere else and said, let's go over and raid Jonesy or raid, you know. Yeah, definitely going to change the time slot. More to a afternoonish my time, which would be a late nightish American time. And into the evening my time would be my community, actually, my local community. But that would be the goal, what I'm up to. So, definitely going to change it. But at the moment, I've got this little format running, and I'd like to say it's running. Like, look at the little community. Whoever is, like, obviously Lazy Days Ahead, are they still doing their lives? I know he's on the road somewhere, but is he live at this present time to giving away his giveaways and talking about giving jams and jellies? And I don't know how he affords the postage. It'd kill you over here. It'd send you bankrupt. Okay. Shawnee's come in with, I can make 100 watch hours in 8 hours with 4 2-hour streams. 4, yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going for 2 hours today. I'm thinking of doing 12 hours next week. I'm thinking of doing it's either going to be where you're watching it right now or 12 hours before, which unfortunately will overlap with the Peaceful Deserts wonderful channel. But I just want to do enough watch time to give myself a boost. It could be during the week too. It depends. Like, if we get a rainy day, I might just jump on and do it. Like, we had a rainy day the other day. Are they on the road at the moment? Who are we talking about? The Moose? There's Ed, Whistle Stop, Homestead. Welcome in. And thanks for joining the live. This is actually technically technically, this is the very first live that this channel is monetized. First stage, first step, first. So it is sort of exciting. And in my little book of numbers, Shawnee, Tasmania Island Life is at 2,500 watch hours. So that channel is getting like at least anything from 20 to 50 watch hours a day. That's going crazy, and I'm not doing nothing there but just filming, driving around. So for you creative people out there, Tasmania Island Life used to be a channel with me vlogging. That used to be my channel of me going around and sharing things, showing things, talking about stuff. I was trialing the vlogging format, which was the goal. Like, I was trying to stop vlogging on tour with Radio Jonesy and do it over there. I've tried, like, everyone knows, or maybe you don't, but I got a ton of channels. Each channel, you try to keep it in your niche or your niche or your lane or whatever you want to call it, and you run that format. And if you run that format, it should work. People will, like, YouTube will understand what you're doing. The so-called algorithm will send it out to people who like that sort of stuff. And one day, I'm talking to a content creator who's pretty huge, and he's been helping me trying to educate an old man on how to do it correctly to get monetized. And he's got like multiple channels monetized, and he's saying that's the way to do it. Just don't rely on your very first channel. You got to grow. Keep your channels turning over, and the ad revenue you get, and the ad revenue's minimal, but depending on the views, obviously. So Lazy Days is currently traveling. Yeah, thanks to Moose. I did see them go live. A video popped up and it said they went for could have been 25 minutes or something. They stopped somewhere in their Jeep and they were talking. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, and just the thing with YouTube is that look at your analytics. I was told, look at your analytics. Your analytics will tell you everything about what's hot and what's not. You could do the best edit in the world. You could do the make the video that you spent weeks on and put it out there. And this is going out to you, Demis, if you're sort of brand new to this. You can spend time and effort and do all this crazy stuff. You put your video out and you get like 50 views and you just get disappointed. You can film something simple, put it out there, and you can get 1,000 views and you go, well, that's crazy. Absolutely. How does that work? And then that simple video, which for me was driving in my car, putting the phone in the cradle and just showing the area that I live in, instead of trying to make a TV presenter's educational video or a TV presenter's look at me, we're now traveling to this location, there's this, there's that, the other. Well, I could spend a lot more time, I could spend a lot more effort, I could do that. I could get drones, I could get a better computer to do better edits. I could do all that. Or I could stick my phone in the cradle, drive from one spot to the other, show the beach, the country, the mountains, the trees, the towns, the standard stuff that I see every day that other people don't. and I started putting those videos um, on the Tasmania Island Life. Oh man, cold air in me doesn't agree. And sure enough, I started getting views, and now that's all I do on that channel. I just put out a drive video. If I'm driving somewhere, which I might be heading to an airport this afternoon because I'm waiting on a call. I've got a friend going to Europe for 4 weeks, and he's going to one of the. We've got two local airports, and then we got the major airport, and then we got the international airport. So he's going to a little airport. He's going to fly in a small propeller plane from here to Melbourne. Jump on a nice big 7677, whatever they are these days, what they call a Dreamliner, and he's flying into Europe. First stop is Asia, and then he's off into Sweden. He's going to Sweden, and he's going to Germany. He's got a brand new baby. The baby is about 14 months old now, and he's got grandparents. His wife's got grandparents in Sweden. She's from there, and he's from Greece. So his grandparents in Greece, they're both in their 90s, and they're going over there to spend a couple of weeks with each of them, with the baby, because probably be the last time they get back there, unless he wins lotto or something like that, or they get back there again. But yeah, he's going to make sure his grandparents in those locations have time with the new baby. So it's absolutely awesome he's doing it. But the little airport he's going to, they've got long-term parking, but only a limited amount of spaces, and they don't hold any spots. And it is a Sunday. If he did it during a week, I'd reckon he'd be sweet. But it is Sunday, and here we go. It's Charlie. Someone's out the front. But if he goes there today, this is the plan for him. If he gets there and there's long-term parking, he's going to park the car, give me a message, it's all good. If he gets there and there's no long-term parking, he's going to park in the short-term park. I'm going to go I'm going to go there with somebody. Two of us are going to go over there. I'm going to get his car and drive it back here and park it up. And then when he flies back in, he's going to have to tell me when, because his return flights. His return flights aren't hard and fast. He's got a few different dates he could come back. So when he does come back, he's going to ring me up, and it's either he's got a taxi, or he's got a shuttle, or or I'll come over and get him in his car, whatever. But that's what we're doing over here. That's the plan for today, and then I've got to do that before I head off to work this afternoon. So that's why I wasn't too sure whether I was going live today. The moose. There you go. The chat has just stalled, has it? Yep, it's just stalled there. So the moose is in green. I like looking at the Shawnee, and that little symbol you see next to you that you think, what is it? That's an actual drummer. That's a drum kit and some guy going crazy. It's a nice little drawing, actually. That's what that is, if you didn't know. It changes after, is it a month? And then it changes after 2 months, and it changes after 6 months. Anyway, so, man, this is pretty cool. I'm actually going on the YouTube side now, and I'm scrolling up the chat. All right, so there's as far as I can go back. it says Des. It says Peter, and they've just got the spanners. And as I scroll down, let me just check this out. Yeah. Then Shawnee comes in as a with the drummer symbol, but Shawnee didn't get the Shawnee You Remember post on YouTube. And then it comes into Des. Yep, so Des, you're number 2. Peter is number 3. Number 4, Moose. Remember that. Every time I send you something, you'll have number 4. Peter's number 3. Des is always going to be number 2. My number 2. And Shawnee is number 1. Yeah, that's made my day, to be honest. That has made my day. Yep. I feel like I'm on Star Trek. Where's Peter? Why isn't that coming up on there? See where it says hello, Ed? I've got Peter here saying hello, Ed. Oh, man. Is it my computer? Peter's saying hello, Ed, and then oh yeah, there he is saying hello, Ed. Ah, Devil Dog, you missed the boat on this one, buddy. Yeah. Let me show you who's number 1. And then we got Des is number 2. So look at this. Peaceful Des is number 2. Shawnee, you didn't get one of them on my screen. I wonder why. Why am I missing stuff? So Shawnee, you get that one. And then Shawnee gets the gold mic. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so the little S, whatever that is. This is StreamYard. I'm just going through the StreamYard, coming down the list. And here comes welcome in number 3. Oh, I got to write these down too because my memories. But I'll never forget the first 3, that's for sure, and the first 4 actually. The Fab 4. There we go. It's not the Beatles. That's the Fab 4. The Moose, Shawnee, Des, and Peter. All right. I'm just trying to work out this. My Shawnee. I'm sort of lost in my own little world at the moment. Oh, let me just run down the list here. We'll go back to here where I am. No, I am number 1, according to Devil Dog. Yeah. People are just living their little fantasies. Here we go. Question. Radio Jonesy. What channels do you want to learn more about? What channels do you watch to learn more about YouTube Shop? All right. What do I watch? Let me there's a number I've been watching over the years. Then a couple of people started helping me, assisting with information, not like just talking shop. Yeah, interesting. Run away. He's going to run away. Put his head under the. That's what an ostrich does. In the YouTube studio under memberships current members, you can download an Excel spreadsheet and save it, listing all the members. All right. In the YouTube studio under memberships. Yep. Thanks, Shawnee. I knew you'd be onto it. Yep. Yeah, you got to come over later and fix me Nightbot. Yeah, he's having. My name's not Gary. Why are you carrying on like this for? See, he thinks I'm Belt Loop. Give me your top ones. All right. Let me go over to here. All right. Let me go to here. Sure. Go YouTube. Yep. I'm going to just. Here we go. Okay, my here we go. Click this. Man, I got to invest in a computer. Okay. Does this work when I do it down here? That link I just put in, did that come out? That is Marcus Jones. Oh, man, this computer is absolutely just can't handle the pace of Radio Jonesy, which is pretty sad because the pace is very slow at the moment. Listen, Devil Dog, just Jonesy hurt my feelings. You're always going to be the Devil Dog to me, Eddie. Actually, I like Jamie's channel now. Jamie's channel is awesome. She shows. I'm pretty sure she did the turkey. She did the turkey first, and then she put it out on your channel. Is that correct? Am I right in saying that, or am I wrong? I'm trying to get to YouTube world to make sure that link worked. So did that link work, Shawnee or Des? Here we go. Let me go changing this to this. Okay. Oh, thanks, Devil Dog. I forgot to ask you too. Outback Tasmania. Let's click into that channel. I did a video yesterday on Outback Tasmania, by the way, if anyone's seen that already. It was very exciting. I showed the the greenhouse seedlings, and then yeah, she put it on hers first. Yeah, mate, I seen it there first, and then I went back and watched yours. I kept saying stuff like Eddie picks up chicks, or Eddie's got a good way with the birds, or I don't know. I said some stupid comment. Okay. There you go, Marcus Jones. If you check out Marcus, he's got multiple channels. I have spoke to Marcus direct, but anyway, that's another story. Look at that. I'm not even subscribed to him on. We'll fix that problem. He doesn't need my help. He's got 416,000 subscribers on this channel. He's got a gaming channel. He's got another channel I won't even speak about, but he's a full timer, and he's done it since he was a young man. He thought when YouTube was kicking off. He said, "I'm going to get into this as a young school child," and he started earning money while he was at school by doing YouTube, and now he's a full-time YouTuber. He travels the world. He's in the communities of the big YouTubers, and he goes very well. There's a few more, obviously. Do I really want to talk about certain other channels? They're sort of. I should do a video on it, actually. Took me a while to get that link, Shawnee. But Marcus is a very educated. He's actually got a video out there which he's put all of his information together, and he calls it his training course video. It's on his channel. It goes for like hours and hours and hours. You can go into the links in that video with the different subject matters, and look at that, my lord. Look at that. Oh, come on. Peaceful, Des. You are the very first super sticker. How's that? There you go. Good on you, Des. I'll just turn that to a low. Man, you've made my day. This community, yeah, and actually, how's your house hunting going, Shawnee? Is it going successful? Have you got are you planning on moving in the next 6 weeks, or what's your Yeah, thanks, Peter. Always appreciate you, my friend. And member number 3. On you, Pete. Old man king. Definitely, when I do land in the States, I'm definitely going over to see Peter in the harem of cats. He's got a cat farm. You don't worry about chickens. He's got a cat farm. New computer fund. Oh, yeah. A couple more night shifts, I might be able to afford one. Oh, there goes my screen. It's gone. It's come back. All right. No bites on a house. Did you check your email? I sent you pictures of where I am now. No, I'll do that. Thank you, Shawnee. Yeah, I when I do check my emails, I get way too many. I won't even worry about the numbers. They're just way too many on joneslmfm@gmail.com. That is the business sort of side of it. And then on Radio Jonesy 1@gmail.com and Radio Jonesy 2@gmail.com. They're my YouTube ones. I've got to sort of train my brain to check them, a couple of times a day, because I don't really. Maybe I should do it every night. I might do that tonight. This live's gone a bit funny. I've just been talking up. Really hasn't been a subject matter. It's been a bit of a celebration. The talk of the 12-hour live. What time have we got, actually? Eddie's going live very soon. Wow, 11 minutes, in fact. I am going to run this live for the 2-hour mark, just for the sake of it. So I will be chatting in Eddie's live, but I want to run this for another 25 minutes. I want to get the 2 hours up. I was live, and I do appreciate each and every one of my little community here. No bites in the house. Yeah, that's where we finished. Okay. Yeah, so we I could tell you a number of other ones, Shawnee, but I'll if you stick to Marcus is sort of the, I don't know. How do you find actually all these gurus on YouTube? It's a whole industry about how they can improve your YouTube channel. You know, the YouTube gurus who want to tell you how to fix your channel, how to get more views, click this, do that, change this setting, upload with this hashtag, change your thumbnail, change your title, do all this sort of stuff. Well, it does come down to basics. Thumbnail is extremely important. Title is extremely important. It's like walking into a library. The first thing, if you want to, it's like best way to describe it is you walk into a newsagent and you got a rack of, and remember the old days when you used to buy magazines off the shelf? Like, you wanted to buy like the gardening magazine, or the car magazine, or the sporting magazines, or the women's weeklies, sort of gossip sort of magazines, all those sort of things. Hey, it's Gary. Welcome in. Good to see you, mate. It's just super chat. Yeah, we are having a super chat. What did I miss? Did I miss something? There's, yep. Yeah, we've just been talking a bit of shop, Gary, and this. I was just saying, this channel just got to the 3,000 mark. Oh, jeez. There we go. Look at this. I remember those days. I remember when Gary done his 24-hour live. That was hilarious. That was so much fun, actually. And thank you. And here we go. Damus. Let's keep it rolling. You're too nice to me, Damus. Thank you very much. I will have to learn from the professionals, which is Belt Loop 29 and Devil Dog, and how they do their little promo celebrations. That moose. Here we go, mate. I'm trying to get onto YouTube. I click that. I'll do that. Oh, my computer is slow. There we go. The Moose. Absolute legend. Demise is my number 4. Good on you, Demise. Awesome. Second, thanks, Gary. Demise's great name change, hey? Good on you, Des. You're the best. They were good memories. I just loved it when the missus come in the door and you were dancing. We had look at the community you had on that live too. Like I think I've got a video of that somewhere with you dancing. Yeah, there was all sorts of people in that live. Yeah, 12 different people watching, and good on you. Where are we? We're down to this one. Yeah, there's the Outback Tasmania channel. If you haven't checked that channel out, that's my. Let me give you an update on. We have the same points, but the crowns. I forget about that. Oh yes, let's have a look at how is the crown race going? So Devil Dog was number 1 in the crowns. I see. Is that what he was talking about? Peaceful Des jumped up to number 1 in the crowns. Peaceful Des. Scrolling down. So looking at the top few at the moment, Demise is number 1 at 400 XPs, followed by Peaceful Des. Devil Dog is 3 at 150 XPs, which is the same as Shawnee Groves, who is at number 4. Peter is at number 5 at 150 XPs, whatever that means. Then we got Dave. He's at 6. Planet Jones, he's at 7. He's at 75. Belt Loop's at 75 at 8. Molly's at 9 at 75. Andy, the old collective, he comes and goes in a hurry. He's at 50 at 10. Troy, go on you, Troy. He come in for a little bit. He's at number 11. And Ed, Whistle Stop, is at number 12. And I'm looking at this at on the Outback Tasmania channel, and it says I am at 50 plus. Please buy a super chat. It says. Oh man, YouTube, they know how to work the system. But yeah, so Eddie's going live very, very soon. 4-minute warning, I'd say that would be. Let's go back to the top fans. Yep, there you go. And I mean, hang on, let's go back here. The gold mic and the star. There you go. The golden mic and the star from Shawnee. You are number 29, Gary. Could be. 3-minute warning. All right. Well, when this live does come to an, when Eddie goes live, we'll all go over there and join the chat. I'm still going to run this to the 2-hour mark, which unfortunately is another 15 odd minutes. So I'm still going to be sitting here waffling on, talking about what Eddie's up to. How's that? Shawnee's got her eyes out. She's keeping an eye out for everyone. And let me say, I started this at 1 degree this morning. It is 6. Oh man, I need new glasses. 6 and 8 and sunny. 6 and 8. I mean, it's 6 degrees Celsius and sunny. Oh man, I'm losing the plot. But it is a lovely day as I sit here at 6 Celsius. So that's got to be what, Shawnee? 40. What is 6 Celsius? Hey, question about a 12-hour live. Yes. I can have 2 screens open? Yeah. Thanks, Des. Well, thanks, number 2. Is there a range of subjects you'll need to make a list of for your channel to invite up, or just wing it and waffle party? That's the wing it and waffle party at this end, Shawnee. But what I'll do for the 12-hour period, I will send some invites out to some of my musician friends, or maybe some other channels, and see if they want to pop in for a quick visit. Yeah, 42 Fahrenheit. Absolutely lovely, isn't it, Shawnee? Oh, my hands are my left hand's in my pocket. Yeah, my left hand's in my pocket. Ooh, nice and warm. And my right hand's absolutely freezing cold, hanging onto the mouse, not the moose. Yeah, well, we talk a lot of stuff. We can get a few people up to. It's good to have a panel, have somebody on panel. It is yeah, no heat in the studio. What's the temp inside? Probably I don't. I'm sitting here with the door open. The door's there and the window's there. So the birds are singing. It's actually. And if you if you have a look at, I should say, Outback Tasmania's latest gardening video, Shawnee. I don't know if you've seen that one yet, but I done the old mower. You remember the video when I getting the old Victor trying to get the mower going, and I'm before it start, done the same thing. So I got the weed whacker out, but this time the weed whacker started. So I'm saying weed whacker. It's a whippersnipper. So I got the whippersnipper out, and it started. So I sort of trimmed the grass, and the grass is looking quite nice now. It's sort of cut, bit rough and ready, but still cut. It's let me turn this camera around. See what it shows you. We'll do where are we down here? Camera. Yeah, so the party's kicking off over there with Devil Dog. Oh, that's sort of a bit phasey, isn't it, with the sun hitting the glass? But it's rather and there's 2 layers up the back there too that I've whippersnipped or weed whacked, but that's moisture. See that there? That's actually moisture on the glass. It's the sun's hitting the outside, but I'm on the inside. Warm. I don't know. But yeah, that's come up nice. The garden there is bushy and still got flowers. Shawnee, I've got a lovely daffodil actually up just over here. That's on the video. You'll see that. That actually looks pretty cool. And I didn't. At the end of the video, it says I'm going to get stuck into that firewood before I go inside. Well, there it is. I didn't get stuck into it. Charlie cried like a little girl, and I went inside. But there's the sunlight coming. What else do I want to show you? What we got here? I've got. Oh, there we go. That is the sticker. That's what Charlie was trying to eat the other day when I was doing the live. Look at that. There's the let me have a look at that. I was thinking about buying a microscope, USB microscope camera for showing stuff like that. Take the glare off that. That is a 50-cent piece. With the kangaroo. Put it on the paper. There you go, 50 cents. Doesn't focus, does it? Thanks to Moose. Hey, I'm showing. I'll where's that peaceful dead? She's there somewhere. She's over there. There she is. Yep. So members will I'm pretty sure I got everyone's addresses. I'll have to check email from Shawnee. But while I show this, I should do the professional cut and go like that. And then I can put this little camera back. But yeah, thinking about Al Chafe had a microscope camera. It cost about like $10 or something. It's not expensive. And you can zoom in on your coins or little featured things, and it's a fixed camera. Like it sits on like a tripod-ish thing similar to this, and the camera angles down, and you can get a nice view. Okay, Demoose, what did you say? Well, we got here. Thanks, mate. I'll tell you what, the sun's coming in. It's feeling warm. There you go. The temperature on the computer says 7. I started at 1. It said 6 last time I looked across. So we are slowly warming. What kangaroo are we talking about, Shawnee? Yeah, I used to do that as well with I've got some stickers up there I got the Silver Picker Squad sticker. I've got Skipper's Canada Maple Leaf. I don't know what his channel's called these days. Yeah. There's some fabulous stuff on YouTube to the thing about YouTube, right, and the algorithm, if you stick to your format, the coin, there's kangaroo and an emu holding the shield. That's a 50-cent piece. You can't see diddly squat. I'm going to send you kiddos over some coins in a little folder. I'm waiting on the folder to arrive. It'll be an interesting thing for you, Shawnee. And what we should do, Shawnee, this is what I was thinking about this. That Santa guy, that's him. That's the Skip. Um, what we should do for the kiddos and for your homeschooling is that since you've got friends in all around the world, different places, South Africa and Turkey and even in England, you should get them to send the new Miss Maniac or new is that how do you say it? New Miss new Mi- the numismatic. I call him Maniac. Oh man, 6 minutes to go. But yeah, Skipper's a lovely guy. The numismatic. I think that is his channel. He was looking for a $2 coin over here, which are small little coins. They're tiny little coins. But anyway, you can't see that, so I won't even bother. But the $2 coins, we have one here that's got there's another circle in the middle of it, similar to their Canadian coins, and in the middle of it, they have different things like subject matters in the coin, like it's a celebration of something. And there's a B one, and he was desperately trying to find one. So I went down the bank and asked. I went down the bank and actually went to the bank teller and asked. Here we go. Why didn't I do this in the first place? How do we do here? We hit that. Oh, I should have done more of this in the first place. Come on, stupid computer. Click. No. Oh, man. Can't share the screen. I was going to share the screen. It's not letting me. Come on. Click. Count to 6. There it comes. Share screen. Ah, this computer, I'll tell you. Got the blue circle of death. Come on. Computer's having a wobbly. I'm getting flickers and all sorts of stuff happening trying to share the screen. Oh, man. If I drop out, it's going crazy. There's. Man, stop. Okay, I won't share the screen. God, look. Computer went crazy there. Okay. Second best choice, Shawnee. There's only a couple of us here now, so computer's gone dark. Now it's come back to share the screen. Gee, the computer had a meltdown then. It was going like it was a disco. I'm trying to share the screen before I finish. I got a backup plan, Shawnee. I got a laptop. Here we go. And that's the coin he was chasing. He was chasing the $2 honeybee. Look at that. That's what he was chasing. And There's the 2022 Australian $2 honey bee coloured UNC coin in display slab. And if you wanted to buy it now, obviously, there you go. That $2 coin, which is legal currency, is near $25. So I went down the bank and I said, "Have you got any of them coins?" And the lady said, "Let me have a look." And she said, "Sure, I have." And I said, "How many do you want?" And I said, "How many you got? How many can you give me?" There's the back of the Queen, the late Queen Elizabeth. And she said, "I got 6 here." And I said, "Well, I'll have 6 of them." And I was expecting her to say they'll be dearer than. She said, "Okay." So I gave her $6. I actually paid with my card. So I tapped and gone and walked out with $12, $6. It cost me $12. They were $2 a coin instead of paying that stupid price there. But they were circulated coins. They weren't like pristine, straight out of the mint. But there were no scratches on them. They were shiny, and I sent him over one. And then my lovely wife seen what I was up to, and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, one of my YouTube friends in Canada wanted one of them coins." And off it went. Hygie, goodness, Hugie, is it? Oh, man, I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure. I call it Hygie. Homestead. Thank you. We've been going for 2 hours. My 2 hours is up. And I was just showing Shawnee the coin that I sent Skip. And it was one of these fabulous coins. Well, my wife got them for the grandkids and said, "If you're going to send them overseas, we'll give them to our kids to keep." So that's what we did. But if we get, oh, this is eBay. $0.50 coins Australia on eBay. Let's have a look. This could be stuff I could do, Shawnee, on my 12-hour live. Okay, let's press go. And my computer is this fast, Shawnee. There it goes. Clicks in. Now this is a famous coin. This, like, here we go over here. These are different. 50 cents is they really changed. The mint puts out a lot of different designs on the 50 cents. Hugie, pronounced CB. Hugie. Hugie. Hugay. Hugay. Is that it? Well, oh, sorry. Butchering it. And look, see how they're sort of like, they got 8 sides. Or is it 7 or 8? It's got to be 8. Or is it 12? Anyway, they got their little sharp edges. Well, they actually put out a round one a long time ago. But yeah, the 50-cent coins are like fun to collect just for the history of them. But I'm sort of running off the track here. But this is sort of stuff we could do in our 12-hour live, as long as my computer keeps up the pace. So I've clicked off. Count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. It doesn't want to work. We'll go back to there. Computer. Got the blue circle of death. Well, there's a round one there. See the round one there for $25? Yeah, that's a round one. Anyway, that's well. Oh, I'm back. Am I back? You got audio? Hello, 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 hello. Am I back? I'm going to end this live before this computer has an absolute seizure. Yeah, Jonesy's come in with a. Sorry for the problems here. I have a 1964 penny the year I was born. It's my keepsake. Yeah, mate, I love those old pennies with the kangaroo on them. Even the round ones with the crown on them. I mean, they're all round. I mean, one with the two circular edges. They got the. Anyway, I might see if I can dig out some old coins for next week's live. Cool way to end the show. Yeah, thanks, Shawnee. I'm just not going to click too many more buttons. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially my Fab Four that have joined the channel. Absolutely love it. Thanks a lot, Planet Jonesy, for sticking around. You get your little taste of Australia. I might do some news and information and a few different things, but I might be doing a 12-hour live. I will post a couple of days out. I will be sticking out some posts, so keep an eye out for that. If not, I'll be back at the same time next week. Thanks, everybody. I really do appreciate the support and the love shared from everyone. The super chats, thanks very much, Demus and Des, and thank you, everybody that's just watching. I really do appreciate. Always good to hang out, and I have to do more reciprocating that way, Des. It is always nice seeing the family, and this is what I call my YouTube community. Until we meet again, this is Radio Jonesy saying ciao, farewell, goodbye. Until next week's live or the next live, you'll see me posted in. Check out the videos, check out content, and support your local YouTuber, whoever they may be. Thanks, Shawnee.